things like
I see you get excited. This is not very fun.
ideas that we couldn't have thought of individually are enhanced by our collective thinking
Love
together
that.
and working through. This is the fruit, the root, and the fruit. When you do the root, and the fruit on a regular basis, you will achieve
Public victory.
public victory. This is what you can do in public. You think win-win as an individual. You work through with your colleagues, with your family, with your relationships. You look for third alternatives, and you will in turn experience
Man,
the public victory.
that is awesome. That is awesome.
Now,
4, 5, 6.
there you go.
Powerful.
4, 5, and 6.
Now I know you got. It sounds like you got something to close. What we got?
Well, there is one final habit that keeps the whole thing in check.
Okay, so all the previous 6.
Everything in check.
Right, this is the one.
And it's called Sharpen the Saw.
Okay.
Habit number 7.
Yeah.
Habit number 7 is where you check you are fit for purpose. Covey tells a story of a man cutting down a tree in a forest. And somebody else was walking by, seeing that he was doing an incredible job, but he was sweating like crazy. And he shouts to him, "Why don't you sharpen the saw?" And the guy says, "I'm too busy to sharpen the saw." Way out of whack.
You're trying to be productive.
Yeah, trying to be productive when there's no capacity to be productive.
Right.
So sharpening the saw means you look after yourself in 4 dimensions. Physically, socially and emotionally, developmentally, and also spiritually.
Wow.
So, to hang a label on each of these, to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy.
Wow.
What are you doing on a week-to-week basis that makes sure that you're fit for purpose physically?
Yeah.
You work out.
Yeah.
You watch how you eat. You watch how much rest you get. You make sure you're physically looking after the temple that's going to carry you around and enable you to have that production capability that we talked about.
Yeah.
Your social and your emotional relationships. Maybe with your parents, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your children, your work colleagues, your manager, your leader, your executives, your whoever. You look after those relationships.
Okay.
Make sure that you're fit for purpose.
Yeah.
What are you doing developmentally? That's number 3. To learn.
So your personal development.
There you go. I mean, if you are trading on the qualifications you left school with, I'm sorry, you're out of it. If you're trading on the qualifications you left college or university with, you're out of it. There is something called continuing professional development.
Wow.
We all have to do it.
Yeah.
Our learning never stops.
And our capacity to learn just shouldn't stop
Never
either.
stops.
It's desiring more.
There you go. And finally, the spiritual one, the leaving a legacy. What are people going to say about you after your time on earth?
That's powerful.
What have you contributed? What difference have you made? If it were your funeral, what would people be saying about you?
That's with the end goal in mind.
Absolutely. You can see how it ties back to habit number 2.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a faith, that's a beautiful place to practice habit number 7.
Yeah.
By, just exercising your faith. But for those without faith, there are environmental things that we can do. How do we look after the planet? How do we look after each other?
Wow.
So that's what we mean by sharpening the saw.
Wow.
And in essence, that is the entire 7 habits of highly effective people.
Wow. Oh, what can I say? There has been so much content here. I'm blown away, and I'm having to go away and say, do you know what? How do I sharpen my saw by implementing all these things in my own personal development? So we can only say thank you. I think we're going to have to probably do some form of workshop to watch this space to be able to bring all these things, because if you apply them, what I was saying, this is not just basic theory. This is what people are actually doing to be successful, and if you implement them, they're going to be successful, right?
I've seen it in my own life.
Yeah.
I've seen colleagues of mine who have put into practice the 7 habits of highly effective people, and they're doing great. And if they're not doing great, they know a source of inspiration to enable them to be great again.
Or to go back and see which area
Absolutely.
they haven't mastered.
So I absolutely do endorse this, and I overlay it with almost everything that I do.
Fantastic. Now, if you're watching this and this is something you may want to bring to your organization, okay, direct message us, email us. Obviously, we'll give you the details, okay, for the Kairos experience. These guys are doing this globally, all over the world, okay, South Africa, Russia, Southampton. Okay, it's exotic as Southampton. But listen, thank you. We hope that this really has blessed you and enabled you to be everything that God's calling you to be. And we always say, obviously with Jen, hope is God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. And if you implement these 7 habits, you truly can have an effective life. So God bless you and see you soon. Thank you. Awesome, bro.